It's April Fool's Day in Gotham City, but the jokes are turning deadly. Down on the river, a strange barge putters along, captained by a creepy robotic clown. It's filled with what looks like green garbage, but it's emitting a thick, green gas. An armored truck driver gets a whiff, and suddenly, he can't stop laughing. He starts swerving erratically, losing all control. The gas spreads, and soon, the whole bridge is a chorus of maniacal laughter. People are so consumed by the giggles that they've lost all sense of self-preservation. In a fit of hysteria, the truck driver steers his vehicle straight off the bridge and into the river below. Meanwhile, at Wayne Manor, life is a little more mundane. Bruce Wayne nicks himself while shaving. Alfred Eva DeLorean Butler notices how exhausted Bruce looks from his nightly activities. Trying to lighten the mood, Alfred attempts a simple April Fool's prank, but it completely falls flat. Bruce, unfazed, heads for a shower. As the water runs, a news report on the radio catches his ear. It's about the bizarre near-fatal accidents on the bridge, all caused by people acting like complete fools. For Bruce, there's no mystery here. The signature blend of chaos and comedy points to only one culprit. The Joker, back at the river. The Joker's plan is unfolding perfectly. His scuba diving henchmen retrieve the contents of the sunken armored truck, while the clown prince of crime himself gets ready for a day out on the town. He's heading for the financial district. Once his garbage barge docks, the Joker and his crew emerge, pushing shopping carts and wearing gas masks or, in the Joker's case, a stylish fishbowl helmet. They begin their shopping spree, simply taking whatever they want from people in stores. They're victims. They're too busy laughing and dancing in the streets to even notice they're being robbed blind. While the Joker is having the last laugh, Batman is in the Batcave, racing against time. He's managed to get a sample of the green gas and is running an analysis. The results are horrifying. It's not just laughing gas. Prolonged exposure will cause irreversible brain damage, leading to permanent insanity. This is far more serious than a simple prank. Batman tries to call Alfred for assistance, but the butler just blows him off with a joke. Batman initially dismisses it as Alfred finally getting his April Fool's prank right, but then he hears a loud crash from upstairs. He rushes from the cave to find a scene of utter chaos. Alfred, exposed to the Joker's toxin, is in a state of lunatic glee, trashing the Wayne Manor library. The priceless books and antiques are being destroyed in a fit of mad laughter. Realizing the gas has infiltrated his own home, Batman quickly dons a gas mask. The situation has just become deeply personal. He has to stop the Joker, and he has to do it now. For the Joker, everything is coming up roses. As Gotham descends into madness, the stock market has crashed, and his personal profits are soaring, but his victory lap is about to be cut short. The Batboat roars across the water, hooks the Joker's garbage barge, and begins towing it out to sea. Batman boards the scow, ready to end this. Joker's first two goons are no match for him. They're taken down with swift precision. But then he meets the captain, the robotic clown at the helm. This is no ordinary henchman. The robot tears the heavy tow cable in half with its bare hands and lunges at Batman. Batman throws a punch, but it's like hitting a wall of steel. He only ends up hurting his own hand. The mechanical monstrosity, which Batman dubs Captain Clown, grabs him. It spins him around and around like a toy until he's too dizzy to even stand. Then, Captain Clown shoves Batman into a large metal canister, pokes a few holes in it for good measure, and tosses it into the ocean. Water begins to flood the container. Trapped and disoriented, Batman is on the verge of drowning. In a last-ditch effort, he activates a remote command for the Batboat. Its automated systems engage, and a laser slices through the canister, freeing him just in time. Joker, blissfully unaware of Batman's escape, has returned to his junkyard hideout. He's busy brewing an even bigger batch of his madness-inducing toxin. Suddenly, Batman bursts onto the scene. He uses his batarang to sever the hoses, pumping the gas, stopping the flow. He then systematically rips the gas masks off Joker's henchmen, who immediately collapse in fits of uncontrollable laughter, incapacitated by their own boss's creation. Captain Clown, however, is immune. The robot lumbers forward to attack. Batman grabs a heavy metal pole, but even that is no match for the robot's immense strength. Thinking Foss, Batman changes his strategy. He can't beat it with brute force, so he'll use its own mindless momentum against it. He lures the robot into a giant industrial car crusher with the press of a button. The powerful machine compresses Captain Clown into a tiny, useless cube of metal. The Joker is absolutely furious at the destruction of his favorite toy. In a rage, he pulls a lever, dumping an entire pile of garbage on top of Batman. But the Dark Knight emerges from the junk, unscathed and relentless. He pursues the Joker across a series of conveyor belts, deeper into the hazardous junkyard. The chase leads them to a terrifying sight, a massive vat of molten metal. Batman leaps and grabs onto a hanging bucket to swing across. But the Joker isn't done fighting. He starts swinging heavy cabled hooks at Batman, trying to knock him into the fiery liquid below. Batman manages to grab one of the hooks, but the Joker pulls another lever, causing the hook to plummet downwards. With incredible agility, Batman lets go, grabs onto some massive moving gears, and pulls himself back up, closing the distance to the Joker. Seeing his escape route cut off, the Joker dives down a nearby industrial slide and swings on a cable to a high catwalk. Batman tries to follow, but the machinery shifts, and he's nearly dumped into an incinerator. The Joker gleefully drops more garbage down the chute, and Batman loses his grip, nearly falling into the flames. At the last second, he fires his grapnel gun, saving himself and pulling himself up to finally confront the Joker feast. The Joker, now cornered, throws a couple of his razor-sharp playing cards. Batman dodges the first, and, with lightning fast, reflects his catches. The second one midair. For the first time, a flicker of genuine fear crosses the Joker's face. He turns to run, but trips over a loose cable on the catwalk. He tumbles over the edge, saved only by his ankle getting snagged on the very cable that tripped him. He dangles precariously over the incinerator, the intense heat licking at his clothes. "Help me. Please," he shrieks, his usual bravado gone. Batman stands over him, looking down at his arch-nemesis. For a moment, he hesitates. He could just walk away and let gravity do his work for him. But that's not who he is. With a heavy sigh, Batman pulls the Joker back to safety. With the Joker apprehended and an antidote for the gas being distributed, a fragile peace returns to Gotham. Back at Wayne Manor, Bruce finds Alfred diligently cleaning up the library, which is still in shambles from his toxin-induced rampage. Alfred is mortified by the destruction he caused. Bruce looks at the damage to Ned Alfred and says with a straight face, "Don't worry, Alfred, we'll just take it out of your salary." Alfred's face falls, looking even more crestfallen. Bruce lets him stew in it for just a second before a small smile breaks through his grim facade. "April Fools," he says.